Okay. Who's Zee Underscore in the building?
We're here.
All right. So my question to you is, if you don't really know what you're doing,
Yep.
how come you smiling while you trying to get your shit together?
Wow, because what else would I do? What else would I do? Literally, what else would I do? If you ever don't know what you're doing, the first thing you should do is smile. It'll help you through, I promise. I know from experience.
Look, okay, I love that. I knew that intro was gonna set up nicely.
That was
Shit.
That was really
I know
good.
I was off tone as hell, but look.
You was on there a little bit.
Little, you know,
Yeah, you wasn't too bad.
You notice how she said I was on there a little bit, like I was mostly off, but there, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
There was. We not finna. Anyway, 3, 2. Hey, what's up, Guan? Bonjour, famille. Bump Jonas here, and I'm chilling with.
Zee Underscore. Hey, y'all.
And we're about to have a sit down at Syke, y'all. Let's get started. Whew. All right, so look, I appreciate you sitting through my attempt at your what is it? I don't know. I don't really know. So IDRK. I want to make sure we hit them acronyms correctly.
Yeah, you got it.
So first of all, thank you. This is actually your second time being interviewed by me. You were like actually kind of one of the OG interviewees. I want to say like second season of Conversations from the Cardiac. So you've been out here for a minute.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you a question that I'm sure I've asked before, but I think it's appropriate here. Who is Zee Underscore? What do you do and why?
I love that question. Okay, so Zee Underscore is a singer, songwriter, host, personality, community builder, electrical engineer. She's a lot of things. And most of all, she just is so grateful for every single moment she gets to live this life. Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah. We'll leave it there for now.
So why music? And I want to hone in on that because you have the electrical engineer aspect of what you do.
Yeah.
And as we go through this, there's a lot of other aspects to you. Why music?
So music, because it's in me. I started off in performing arts schools all the way from kindergarten to like 10th grade, singing, dancing, acting, musical theater, like violin, choir. It's always been a key pillar in my life. Yeah. So
have you always been like an entertainer? Or was it just you like to be creative?
It was more like I've always been comfortable and enjoyed being on stage.
Okay.
Whether it's like with a group of people or by myself or whatever, I've always enjoyed performing. But I haven't always been an entertainer. In fact,
hold on.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
There's a conundrum there.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a performer and an entertainer? Like if you always were a performer, or you always wanted to be, but you weren't an entertainer. What does that mean to you?
So, to me, like performing is something that like I was doing with like a bunch of people. Like I was doing a performance for something.
Okay.
And then like being an entertainer, I feel like that's where I'm at right now. Is like in life, like I'll walk around just. I entertain myself. Like I'm just like I'm doing this not on stage, off stage, around the corner or whatever. Like I feel like that's the main difference when it comes to my journey, my artistic journey, is that like performing has always just been kind of like, okay, I'm doing this for this performance. But when I kind of transitioned into being more of an entertainer, it became like the brand, the personality, the persona that
so
I
like
took
performing
on.
is what you do, and entertainer is who you are.
Yes, exactly.
I like that.
That was well said. Yeah.
Sometimes I do my thing. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's have a little fun.
Okay.
What does an electrical engineer / music maven eat for breakfast?
She doesn't really eat breakfast.
I expected that. We get that a lot.
Yeah, she doesn't really eat breakfast.
And what is it? Just is it because of the schedule? Is it just no interest?
Well, mainly
Energy? How does that work out?
I think it's mainly like just health reasons. Like
Okay.
I'm always, well, at least right now in my life, I'm just really trying to be more health conscious and
Okay.
like if I eat when I eat in the morning, it feels forced. Like I would have to go out of my way to eat something, make breakfast, whatever, on a weekday when I'm like going to work and everything.
Yeah, see.
But if I can eliminate some calories somewhere, that's the easiest thing, the easiest place to eliminate
So it's
calories.
efficient too. Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't even need to do
efficient.
that now.
Time saving, calorie saving. Yeah.
Just drink some water, some coffee, and push it.
So I actually do ginger now in the
Okay,
morning.
okay.
I eat a little bit of ginger every morning.
Hey, that wakes you up. It
Yeah.
Get you
Yeah.
little zesty, but I don't think a man can say that. But you know,
No, yeah, you
it's
got
a-
it.
that little, like,
It's that little like,
Yeah, there you go, a little pizzazz. If y'all didn't know, Zee Underscore is a walking onomatopoeia. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she gives life to sounds and shit, man.
This is true.
So I know. We got a story to tell here. We're gonna get there,
Right,
but
right.
I want to ask, how did you discover your talents? Like when, and what I mean by that is like, you know, you were in performance since kindergarten, so it was kind of always there.
Yeah.
But when did it really hit you? Like, okay, I'm good at this, or like I can do this shit.
You know, I will say it didn't really hit me that like, okay, like I'm really good at this until like I moved out here to Kansas City, and I will say maybe around like 2022, 2023. So really not that long ago.
So yeah, we're looking at like 24, 36 months though. Good 2
Yeah,
years
yeah,
of like,
maybe
you know,
two-
I'm the
yeah.
shit. Okay. Fair enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing her bag now, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
She is.
Now, speaking of that though, I want to talk about the transition that I see in a sense between the two. You've had multiple releases, right? But
Yes.
there's IDRK. I don't really know what I'm doing. It has a certain. There's a theme throughout in terms of your music, right? And we'll kind of talk about that. But I want to talk about IDRK and You Don't Deserve Me. There's an interesting dichotomy for me right there because it's like I don't really know. So it's like I'm lost. I don't know what's going on, and not all of a sudden, but as we move along, then it's like, hold on, you don't even need me. You don't deserve me. So talk to us a little bit about that. The difference between the two, the journey between the two, and then, I mean, again, how do we get to the point of like, yo, I need help to like, you know what? You are not the one.
Oh my goodness, that is great. That's
Yeah.
really good. Like, thank you for asking me that because I hadn't even really. This is gonna be my first time working through this. So
Okay.
thank you for that. Goodness gracious, that's really good. IDRK was coming from a place of really just not knowing what I was doing. Like I knew what I was doing. I'm getting up, going to work, performing, making music, blah blah. But I didn't really have that like that sense of purpose. I didn't my sense of purpose wasn't there. I didn't know like really who I was, or it was like I was searching for what I was supposed to do. Like what is my assignment? What am I gonna like what am I going to put all, like, if I had to choose one thing to put all my energy toward, what would that be?
Right. Ooh.
And I didn't know. I really didn't know. And a lot of times, like when I was going through writing that song, it just left me in a space of like, okay, well, now I'm like, I don't know what's next because I'm here, I'm doing these things, but what's next?
Right.
What am I gonna do next? What's my next goal? Like,
Ooh, this is
I don't really
dangerous.
know.
Because not only you're like, what am I doing or why am I doing it, but you're like, okay, so what's coming up?
What's next?
Ooh,
Yeah.
This is
So
a
I
recipe
was
for just complete doubt.
just literally,
Yeah.
like I was just in the middle of the sea, just floating by. I felt like I was by myself. And so yeah, that's kind of the energy of where I was at IDRK, and even when I released the song and I started to see how much it resonated with people, that's when like I got more like secure, I guess, in my purpose and my mission.
Okay.
It started to peek through
Okay.
a little bit more upon the release and like the reception of IDRK, because it's so relatable. Like, it's something that a lot of people relate to, and it's a good song.
Right. I mean, the energy off it
song.
alone, but at the same time, it's like, wait, there's a message here?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. And so that's kind of where I was with IDRK. And so now, that was last year, 2024. I released that, and 2025, 2025, we're at You Don't Deserve Me, because of a situation that I was in 2024 that contributed a lot to the imposter syndrome and like just not knowing who I was and everything. Because in May of 2024, I left my job. I left my first engineering job that I.
So okay, but are you still engineering? Or?
I'm back at a different company now.
Oh, wow.
But I just got back there in February.
Okay.
So May of last year, I leave my job. And this is the job that brought me to Kansas City. So that was like a big part of my identity at that time, because if it wasn't for this job hiring me and moving me out to Kansas City, I wouldn't be here.
That was part of our first interview. Was like that whole okay.
So when I left there, I felt like I didn't know who I was, and all that kind of stuff contributed to IDRK.
Yeah.
So, I ended up getting into a situationship.
The dreaded situationship.
The dreaded situationship.
Again, this is why I stay away from cruise ships, dear. I want no parts of no ships. No.
The dreaded situationship that also contributed a lot to those feelings of just, I don't really know. But became 100% the inspiration for You Don't Deserve Me.
Yeah, I had a feeling there was something there, you know, because it was a big, like, not a big jump, but it was like, okay, she's saying something. Okay.
Yeah. So, during the IDRK period, I was in that situationship and unemployed and being an artist full time and still trying to like pay my bills on performing. And I was doing a lot. I was performing a lot. I accomplished a lot of great things in that time, but I was also kind of moving with my feet not on the ground, which is
you was floating.
Yeah.
A dangerous kind of cruise control. Okay.
Yeah.
So one thing I want to ask though, I had it for later on, but I gotta ask now because we're already kind of here.
We're kind of there.
Is Deontay real? It's such a is
Deontay real?
Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. I want that answer, but I want to give my kudos to you now. So number one, there's two set kudos. Number one, I love your authentic energy. I know you get it a lot. You're like, oh my gosh, she's always happy. She's always smiling. But you know what, though? It's like, number one, it's not a bad thing. It's infectious. And as much of that energy that you have and the vulnerability that you show on screen and on stage, it's in person. And that is commendable.
Thank you.
The other thing that I think is extremely interesting from my point of view is that you're a very expressive and open person, vulnerable, and that's another kudos that you deserve, because a lot of people aren't even as artists. They like to play mysterious and shit. Nobody would have known you were in a relationship for the last year and a half. Like, nobody would have known that Zee Underscore or ZB or whatever they call it was even involved with anybody but music. Yeah. So kudos to you for like being able to have that expressive, vulnerable ability and still like keep a side for yourself. That's pretty dope.
Well, I will say that wasn't by choice. that wasn't by design. When I like somebody, I like them hard, and whenever I like somebody, whenever I get with somebody, my next partner, everybody's gonna know who that is, and we're gonna be all over my Instagram, all over social media. You're gonna know who I'm with. So the fact that you say that, like, it's just like, okay, yes, that's out of character for Zee Underscore, for us not to know who Zee Underscore is dating,
okay.
because she's Zee Underscore.
Right.
We should know, like, and not because we should know, because yes, I do keep some things private, but no, like, if with people that I like and people that I'm like pursuing in a relationship, in a dating situation, like, especially if it's my boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, like, you're gonna know.
Right.
You're gonna know that.
Right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna know. And that was one of the biggest red flags of that whole
I think
situation.
we struck a nerve, y'all.
Yeah.
My bad.
Wow.
Yo.
Yeah, we did. We did.
We 2 for 2.
Look, we did strike a nerve, because that was one of my biggest, like, just one of the worst things about that was not being able to go out and not being able to, like, be out loud with this person that I thought was the love of my life.
Right. And then, okay, so Deontay's real.
So Deontay's real. Wait, but what made you ask that question? I need to know.
It was, to be honest, it was the 2K. It was in the press conference. I was just like, nah, that man is not real. This person is not real. Did nobody?
For real, right?
Did you really?
Right? Yeah. Yeah, in real life. I know. Because who... But don't you get me started. Don't you get me started. Because, yeah, I did that. Okay. I loaned this man $2,000 because he said that... I don't even remember at this point. Something about him... he was about to get evicted or something. Like, it was just, it was bad. It was bad. Like, I had the heavy blinders on. Like, at that point when I did that, I was like, okay, this is the love of my life. We're gonna get married. We're gonna have kids together. This is just a rough patch. Like, let me just show him that I'm here for him. I'm in it with you.
This is where I'm tripping off. See, this is why I was like, this can't be real.
Yeah.
Like, okay, one, there's no signs as Zee Underscore the star that there's anyone else in the picture, right? So then there's a press conference. Like, okay, yeah, there's a press conference. She's got a project coming up. Not a big deal. But then in the press conference, Deontay is wilding like a motherfucker if he got 2K and ran off. This is crazy. But I'm like, hold on. You got to be really involved, in love for anything over 500 to
literally.
Like, and 500 is a lot.
Literally.
So, it's just like, hold on. It just like, nah, this is I know she's expressive. I know she's vulnerable. I know she's about the truth, but like, nah, there's
this kid, it's not adding up.
Like, I had like that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna ask off camera, because I was like, how do I ask this in a funny way without being offensive? Because I'm like, nah, there's some I don't know if this
publicity's done.
Yeah. I had to keep it real. But
that actually, I love that. I really love that. But yeah, no, that was my first love. Okay. He was my first love. Well, truly.
Hey man, you about to have some projects about you. We about to have some fire music.
Yeah, no, the music. Yeah, it's good.
Speaking of the music, one thing that I have noticed, and it's right in line with your energy, but it's not a but. It seems like you are very honed into the dance and the high energy side of things. And it aligns with your energy.
Yeah.
My question is that intentional because it's comfortable for you, or is it because that's what you want people to do?
Oh, that's a great question. I feel like it's intentional because I make the music that I like, and I make the music that I want to listen to. And as I'm like growing as an artist, it's kind of changing, and like I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out. So it's not necessarily for, like, the intent is not to make people dance. It's more of like to make me dance.
Okay.
And I'm grateful that other people dance along with me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is you entertaining yourself.
Yes.
Hey.
That's what the life is. That ding 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 ding. That's it.
That's the end of the interview, y'all. We're done.
Right? You hit the nail on the motherfucking head. That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Another one. I didn't know you curse. I mean, you come off like, you just come off like a high energy, super positive. We don't curse here. Like, you know what I mean? But she said, motherfucker, okay, let's go.
I do. I cuss a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let me ask. You've been here at least 3 years now, right?
It's 5 years.
5 years.
We just hit
Let's
5
go.
years in June. Mm-hmm.
So there is starting from kindergarten to getting here, there's a lot of things that have traversed in the span of your journey.
Yeah.
Getting here, in some ways, is kind of like the launch pad of things, and you had some goals, and seeing what's happened in that 5 years. What does success look like now versus when you first got here?
Oh, that's another great question. You should do this for a living. Okay. Can you ask it one more time?
Yep. What does success look like now compared to what it looked like 5 years ago when you first got to KC?
Okay. Now I am success. I live success. Every day I wake up, she is success. Before, I was chasing something. I was trying to get there. I didn't really understand my power and my abundance and my infinite abilities to do whatever I want to do in this life.
Yeah.
But now, and so it left me feeling like kind of how I was feeling before IDRK, like, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? Now I am just so grateful. So grateful for every single moment, because I understand that this is it.
Right.
Like, I'm here. I'm living the life that I want to live. Period. Like, this is it right here. Like, I'm doing it.
And that's media training right there, right? Like, success is the process. Success is where I'm at. I love that.
Truly.
So, speaking of that, and I think one of the keys, especially in business, in the entertainment industry especially, and I think for you, one of the big keys to success is networking. You've been really, really good at networking. You're extremely good at networking.
Wow.
You pop up in places that like, why are you, almost like, why is she here? But like, not in a bad way. It was like, okay, all right, let's go with it. And but my question to you is, because, and a lot of this is based off of the fact that you are high energy. You have a lot of energy. How do you not overextend yourself? How do you not wear yourself out?
You know, we're still figuring it out. We're still working on that one. Some things that I do now to make sure I'm taking time to fill my own cup is scheduling rest days, scheduling days where I just rest. If I don't have to do anything, I'm not gonna put anything on my calendar, no matter how bad I want to, because there's always something going on and I want to be at everything. I'm like, okay, no, we need to just sit at home. We don't have to do anything, and really just being disciplined on that. And just like, okay, girl, you know, we love people. We love being everywhere and doing everything, but we also love ourselves the most. And that was the thing that I struggled with, and still do struggle with, honestly, is making sure I'm pouring into myself on a consistent basis enough to keep up with how much I'm sharing with the world.
Right.
And I want to share with, this is it for me. Like, I want to be out here with y'all. Like, that's what I want to do. But also, like, it takes a lot of energy. And I already like you said, I already have a lot of energy. So it's important for me to use discernment into where that energy is going. And that's something I've been praying heavily on, like just a stronger spirit of discernment and make sure I'm recharging and refilling my cup.
Because like you said, you enjoy the sharing, but you can't do it if you don't have the energy. I don't have no gumption today. No, I understand that.
It's like it rarely gets there, but when it does, it's not good. Like it doesn't feel good because when it gets there, my home starts getting a mess. Like the laundry starts piling up and then I don't want to be home even more because it's dirty and I have chores to do. And then it just ends up being a vicious cycle to where I'm just like, okay, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can do this, we can just stay out and not be home and disregard the chores and
She's sleeping in the car and they're like, why don't you go home?
No, for real.
Because I got dishes.
I don't want to do the laundry.
See. Wow. Okay. The avoidance there is terrible.
No, truly. Yeah, we're working on it.
Dr. Phil. So, but I do. Okay, this is a great segue. We love segues here. What genre is your sad music? Since you are such a positive person, there's got to be some kind of song or type of music that you listen to when you want to like kind of own into your sadness. I know you're going to feel better. I know you're going to find a way to feel better, but sometimes people like to no, what's that frequency of sadness? Let me just hear that a little bit. Like what's your sad music?
Are you saying like when I'm feeling that or what, like the music that I make?
No, not the music that you make.
Okay,
but
when what do I listen to?
When you're feeling sad and you want to tune into the frequency and like, what's your sad music?
So first is 2000s R&B.
Okay.
That's the first one, 2000s R&B. And then the second one is Hertz music. Like I just type in Hertz music and then just scroll
like 432 watts, 800.
Just like whatever one like sounds good to me at that time, I put that on. R&B, 2000s R&B.
2000s R&B is interesting. I can see it. I'm gonna go back and visualize 2000 R&B a little bit because I don't know if that was a sad, like were they?
No, it wasn't sad.
Yeah, I feel like that was like damn near a horny period where they was partying and jumping around.
Well, right, and so. That's what I listen to when I need a pick me up.
Okay. And
I don't really listen to any kind of really like slow song.
Yeah.
I don't really listen
to. So
no
blues, no country, no. Okay, so you're like, I'm not feeling good. Let me find something that's gonna make me feel better. Okay.
Maybe that's it. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, look, if you're feeling sad, 2000s R&B.
2000 R&B.
No, actually, no. For real, if you're feeling sad, just go listen to "You Don't Deserve Me," or you can start off with IDRK. Actually, for real, I'm all over the place here, but IDRK, I love the promotion and the way that you rolled that out, like especially having like people do live reactions for it.
Thank you.
And also with "You Don't Deserve Me," the energy and the rollout with this has been like, this is good. This is a successful artist. You know what I'm saying? But I want to ask though. I want to play off of the successful artist part.
Okay.
You've been here long enough. You've made connections. You have some networking capabilities. You have a community, which we'll get to in that actually a little bit. But why are you still here? And I say that tongue in cheek because there's a lot of artists that have kind of, I don't want to say banded together, but there's a certain volume that's starting to collect on KC sucks. There's nothing but lame talent here, and you got to get up out of here to get it. Like, so then, if that's the case, why is Zee Underscore still here?
Why is Zee Underscore still here?
Especially if we don't deserve you. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Look, so my immediate answer is because I'm supposed to be. Mm-hmm. And that's like that's it. But why my like more involved answer is because I love it here. I love it here. Like, this place is so beautiful. There's so much talent. There's so much potential. There's so many great people. And I just feel like as I've been like turning inward and growing in myself, I've been attracting other people that have been doing the same. And it's like the energy between us when we get together, it's tea. It's tea. It's really good. So I'm a firm believer in what's that saying? Like, blossom where you're planted or grow where you're planted.
Right.
Like, you can do whatever you want to do wherever you are in this world. Whatever you want to do wherever you are in this world. And until whatever opportunity comes up that takes me up out of here, I'll be here.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I like that. Come on now. Let's sprinkle another little bit for that one. I like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. You're here. Been here a while. What are some things that KC could learn from Ohio? And what are some things that the Natty could learn from KC? Do y'all call it the Natty still?
We do call it. Some people, that's like an older.
I feel like, damn, I just aged the hell out of myself. I know I did.
Yeah. Yeah, we call it Cincy is what
Cincy,
we do. Yeah,
my bad.
Cincy.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, so some things that Kansas City could learn from Cincy is let's see. I would say, like, just in general, I feel like Cincinnati is just a bit more progressive.
Okay.
Like a little bit more open-minded, and it's still the Midwest, so we're still like kind of behind the like, you know, kind of silo from the yeah. But Cincinnati in general is a bit more progressive and open-minded and like forward-thinking than Kansas City, that I've experienced since the time I've been living here.
So a little bit of that. If we just like lay back a little bit more. Okay. Just let the shit happen. It's okay.
Open up. Yeah, it's all good.
Keep on playing cornhole.
Right.
Right. Like, who would even care?
Okay, and then one thing, or
what could Cincy
learn from Kansas City? There are a lot of similarities. Let's see. One thing Cincy could learn from Kansas City would be this is hard. Like, I want to say something about y'all might have got me on this one. I want to say something about local businesses, like spotlighting local businesses, but there are a lot of, it seems like since I've moved away from Cincinnati, there has been a big push for like supporting local businesses.
Okay.
But when I was growing up there, it wasn't a big thing at all.
It wasn't. Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like in Kansas City,
that's
like
the thing.
that is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, local support local is like, everybody's kind of like in that mind frame a little bit more. So maybe that. We'll say that.
Shit, then we'll just say Cincy done caught up. We good.
Yeah.
Get a couple football rings and we'll be real good now.
Right.
I have to play a little bit.
Hello, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, so damn, I even got my producer talking. She's giving me shit. I do. So I normally don't like focus right on the project, but I love the energy of your music so much that I do want to talk about You Don't Deserve Me.
Yes.
The production on it, again, it's still dance music. It's still high energy, but what's the chicken or the egg here? Did you have the lyrics or the melodies, or did you have a hook in mind? How did it start?
Okay, so my sister, her name is Amadi Love. She is also an artist back in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And she asked me to write a verse for this song that she was doing. And that's where the first verse and the chorus of You Don't Deserve Me came from, was the feature that I was going to do on her song.
Okay.
She ended up going in a different direction, which is fine. She ended up having some other people on the song. And so I was left with this verse and this hook for You Don't Deserve Me. Like,
what do I do with this?
Wait a minute, this is some shit right here. Like, this is...
Okay.
I can't just leave. I got to do something with this.
Okay.
So when I decided that I was gonna like just move forward with it, I ended up hitting up Alan Wayne, who's a dear friend.
Shout out to Alan Wayne.
Yeah, shout out to Alan Wayne. And he connected me with this wonderful producer named Rival. I think he's out of maybe Nebraska or something like that. But yeah, he connected me with him, and I played him the version of the song that I did with my sister, and I was like, okay, I kind of wanted to sound like this, but I also kind of wanted to sound like this, and kind of gave him a couple other references and descriptions and stuff like that. And he literally just made that beat for me custom. We went back and forth maybe 3 or 4 times, and that was that. So at that point, as he was making the beat, I was finishing the song, and it just really all came together.
So where did you record the song at?
I recorded the song at Industry Sounds.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. That
Shout
was
out
like,
to Mab KC.
yeah,
Okay,
shout out to Mab,
Yeah.
shout out to Camo.
That's
That was
what's up.
my first time recording with both of them, working with
Okay.
both of them, and it was beautiful. It was
Okay.
great.
So you going back?
Yeah.
Now, how does that work for you, in the sense of, I guess, one, figuring, okay, I like that sound, because I guess as a creative, as an artist or writer, there is a little bit of flex. Like, no, I know what I want, right? But then at the same time, you're dealing with someone else who's a professional, right? So you're like, there's that give and take of, you're not giving me what I want. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand what I'm giving you, right? So how do you play along with that, and then decide, okay, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go and record it here, because now you got to find a studio home to do that.
That's very layered, bump. Okay. So, where to even start with this answer? If it's not working with me and whoever I'm working with, then it's just not working. And
Gotcha.
I've had situations where I just had to leave projects where they was because the chemistry wasn't right, or it was that, like, I'm not getting what I want, and they're like, you don't understand what I'm giving you, and I'm like, you're right. I don't understand it. I gotta go. But luckily, that was not the case with Rival. He was very open, and he was just so grateful to be working with me.
Okay.
And I was grateful to be working with him, and we was just two people that was really grateful to be working with each other.
So y'all was just enjoying it anyway.
Yeah, it worked. It worked so well. And previously I have been working with people who have been helping me get studio time and record and everything. Like, they would just tell me when to be there and I would show up, kind of thing. But I'm not doing that anymore. So yeah, it was like the first time in a while that I had to figure out where I wanted to record and everything.
Right. So now you're like, okay, where's my new studio space, my studio home?
Yeah, I don't know if somebody recommend. I have been to Industry Sounds before with another artist.
Okay.
Oh no, this is what it was. They were having a special. They were having a deal, honey. They were having a deal, and I hopped on that $40 deal, and that's where it started.
And there it goes.
That's where it started. Yeah, I had to remember, because y'all know studio time is so expensive.
Deontay.
Yeah, so literally just it started off with hopping on a promotion, and it ended off with making magic together.
I love that. I feel like you make magic a lot of times where you just, unless it's just like, okay, I don't get you, we're gonna walk away. But otherwise,
truly.
Okay. When does an artist need management?
When does an artist need management? Wow, you're asking so many great questions.
I've seen a lot of artists lately reference like,
so
"Oh, I
many
need
great
this and I need that." So I'm like, "Okay, well, what's the weather like? What's the climate for an artist?" I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I need some help here."
Yeah. So, in my opinion, when you are where I'm at, where I'm doing everything by myself, and I'm doing a lot of things, you could really benefit for some management. You could benefit from some management, and when I say everything, I mean writing music, recording content, editing content, doing the back office of your songs, the publishing, the IRSC, the UPC codes, distribution, when you're scheduling your own photo shoots, video shoots, content shoots, when you're booking your own press conferences for your single release, when you're your own cameraman, when you're booking your own shows, when you're making contacts with other artists, when you're doing everything and you're doing a lot of things, I would say that's about time when you need some management.
So, do you need management or do you need an assistant?
That's another great question.
And the reason I say that, especially for an artist like you, right? We take you as an example.
Mm-hmm.
You're easygoing, but you also have a very strong vision of what you want.
Yeah.
And sometimes having a manager, you kind of give up a little bit of the freedom of the decision making. Like, you're doing a lot of things, but those are a lot of things that you chose to do.
Yeah.
Whereas when you take on a manager, they're going to get calls for opportunities that they think is good for you that you may be like, yeah, well, that gets in the way of something I want to do here. Yeah, that's great, but that ain't what you need to be doing right now. And now...
Wow, you just sprinkled some really good insight. That's really good. That's really good.
Versus needing just somebody to help you
do the things.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You need an admin assistant, someone to help you handle the logistics of your day-to-day so that you can get the things that you want done. So you could be at the places you want to be while the other things are getting done.
Well, I think either one would be beneficial, but I'm so the case for the assistant, like, yes, maybe that's more of like what I would need right now, because I just really, you're right, I do have a clear vision of what I want, and I just need help getting the shit done. I just need help getting it done.
Right.
But I also am ready to work with somebody that has more knowledge about the industry that I can soak up from, and when I'm here, like, with myself, I see myself how I see myself, which is not how the world sees myself, which is, that's the whole thing of being an artist and performing, is like, I'm performing, yes, for myself first, but y'all are buying the tickets, y'all are buying the merch, y'all are following me and liking my stories and everything. So I think it would be helpful to have that as well, just because I think it's helpful to have that outside perspective when you've just been like just all you for,
because there's a sense of tunnel vision that happens when you're focused on this. So it's like, oh, your blinders.
Exactly.
Okay. Now we are at the part where we call sponsored questions. We have to pay some bills. And shout out to our sponsors.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Our number one sponsor, Thrax Pastry. Been with us from the beginning. Nothing for sale here. Just a suggestion of where you can spend some time.
Hello.
Now, this question is a super easy one. It's called comfort food. You've had a long day as an electrical engineer. Probably knocked out a session as well. You get home and you, of course, skipped breakfast. You've gotten home. What is that meal that is just, it doesn't matter how you made it, how you got it, doesn't matter. The meal that once you get it, don't call me, don't talk to me, don't text me. I'm not going out nowhere. I'm home for the day, for the night.
Wow. Before today, I would not have known how to answer this question, but I just recently had a phenomenal meal or actually twice, probably in the last 2 months, I had a phenomenal meal of meatloaf, Potatoes, mashed potatoes, or some other kind of potatoes, and roasted veggies. And it hit all the spots that I needed it to hit. And the first one was farm to table. Shout out to
Okay.
KC Farm School. Alicia and Lydia, like when I went there to just say hi to my homegirl, and I ended up getting a whole farm to table meal of this wonderful meatloaf and mashed potatoes and gravy and roasted vegetables, and I got dessert too. And it just hit all of the right spots. So yeah, that's what it would have to be for me.
All right. She was assaulted by meatloaf, y'all.
LOL.
Not a fan of it, but you know what?
Wow,
No,
really?
no, not the
Yeah,
top. Not even from the well.
That's it for me.
no.
Yeah, that's it. That's the meal.
So now this next one actually comes from, excuse me, Sherry's Executive Lounge.
Oh, love Sherry.
Dope, and you should. Everyone should love Sherry's. And if you know what, you don't even have to smoke cigars. If you just want to go and find a quiet spot where you can get in touch with yourself, tap in to Sherry Cigar Lounge,
Yeah.
all right? Or Executive Lounge. Let's say it correctly. My question there is really, let's assume you do smoke a cigar. Maybe you don't, but if you did, when do you cigar? Like, are you doing it because you're getting over the guy? Are you doing it because you're going in to psych yourself up and tell him he's a piece of shit? Are you celebrating a niece's birthday?
When do you cigar? Okay. If I cigared, I would cigar on one of the days that I'm just resting and doing nothing. I feel like that would be the perfect time to just be with myself and just smoke a cigar and just relax.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. That's probably the smoothest question you've had. Like there was no energy or nothing. It was like she actually went away. I think she took herself to the moment.
I went there. I went to Sherry's real quick. I did.
Okay, so this last one for the sponsor segment. Shout out to our sponsors. We appreciate y'all.
Yes.
This comes from Bargain Hunters Paradise. Every first Friday weekend, Friday and Saturday, Sunday, they have West Bottoms Vendors Market. 20 to 30 vendors, wall-to-wall sights, sounds, and smells. Make sure you tap in.
Where is that at?
West Bottoms, in the West Bottoms, the West Bottoms Vendors Market.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta go there.
Yeah, you need every first Friday, tap in.
Okay, yeah.
It is set up real nice too. It's a real swanky place. My question here is, you have two experiences. You have the vendor market, and then you have the mall. You have retail and you have shops in either setup, sights and sounds. Which one draws your attention and which one keeps you?
The vendor market.
Okay.
The vendor market, 100%, because I'm gonna be able to get something there. Preferably, it's gonna be a pair of earrings, a pair of bold, long, cute earrings that nobody else in the world will ever have.
Okay.
And I will be the only one with these cute earrings. And if I go to the mall, that's not really gonna happen. And so, the vendor market.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yep, tap in.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Who's getting a check here? Hold on.
LOL.
All right, just a couple more questions. This has been a hell of an interview. I appreciate this conversation. I want you to talk to us a little bit about Tiny Shell.
Oh my
Because-
gosh.
So, like, are you? I know you're hosting it, or what's going on? And what's your involvement
going on
there?
with Tiny
Yeah, what's
Shell?
happening?
Okay, so I was recommended to be a part of what we didn't know what it was going to be called, but there was an idea that the previous owner of Midtown Kava, now called Namaste, and
Okay.
the previous owner had this idea that she wanted to do live music in the shop. And if y'all haven't been, it's 1314 West 39th Street, right across from Donna's Dress Shop. Go ahead and check it out. It's now called Namaste, and beautiful place. And she wanted to do like a Tiny Desk type feel vibe of a concert series there.
Okay.
And so my name was recommended to host and to kind of just be a part and, and starting something up like anything else, we're all coming together to put this thing together for the very first time. So yes, I was hosting, but I was also playing like creative director and
Okay.
band director, and just helping get it all
Push it
together.
for, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So now we literally just announced the artist lineup for season 2. We got greenlit for a season 2, first of all. So congratulations to everybody who got picked. And it is really just like Kansas City's version of Tiny Desk
That's hard.
concerts.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
it's
On.
good. It's
That's
really
fire.
good. Make sure y'all follow Tiny Shell Sessions on Instagram and stay tapped in with me to keep up with us, because it's going to be a beautiful concert series. It's kicking off August 7th.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. We are actually at the closing question.
Wow.
And this is one that I've asked so many times. You guys should know what's coming by now. And I know I've asked you this
Yeah,
one before.
yeah, I know it's
She
coming.
knows. Come on. Come on.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So, actually, we're going to, you know what? No, we're gonna twist this up a little bit. We're gonna twist this up.
Okay.
So you went from, I don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
to letting them know they don't deserve you. Mm-hmm. So when it's all said and done, when the song is over, when the relationship is over, you've moved on from the situationship, what is it that you want that other person, what do you want Deontay to know?
What do I want Deontay to know?
Do we save it for the record?
No, we don't have to save it for the record. What do I want Deontay to know? When it's all said and done, I want Deontay to know that I am so grateful for him. I'm so grateful for all of the time that we spent together. We had some really good times. We had some really weird times. We had some really bad times. But I'm 100% truly grateful for every single moment, because it was all vital in getting me to where I am at this point in my life right now. I don't wish him any ill will. I don't wish him any harm, but I do wish that he would give me my $2,000 back. So again, public service announcement. If you know Deontay, please hit him up, send him this video, screenshot this right now. Zara is looking for her $2,000. Yeah, Zara, aka Zee Underscore, is looking for her $2,000. And when I called you, you put me to voicemail, and when I messaged you, you didn't message me back. So much so to the fact that my therapist just told me to just forget about it. So I have come to terms with the fact that I may never see this money again. But Deontay, you need to give me that money back, because you lent it to me, or I lent it to you in the first place on the strength that you would pay it back.
It's just the right thing to do.
It's just be a good person. Be a good. Let me come back here. Yeah, that's what I want him to know.
I love how that worked out. So after they finish listening to You Don't Deserve Me, after the show is over, after you've wrapped up Tiny Shell, what is it you want the folks to experience as far as Zee Underscore?
Oh my goodness. I want them to leave the experience with a sense that they can do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it, without, like, you don't have to be scared of anybody judging you. You don't have to be scared of anything, because we are so abundant and we are so limitless. And oftentimes we let society and other people and everybody else determine how we show up in public, in real life, and even show up for ourselves. And I'm just so far beyond that. I really just hope that anytime I get to perform or anybody gets to experience Zee Underscore, they can be left with that sense of like, you know what? I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do and enjoy every moment of it. Regardless of whatever anybody says.
Ooh. Now look, this has been one hell of a conversation here at Syke Studios. Bump Jonas here with none other than
Zee Underscore. And if you like my energy, y'all could come and follow me at Zee Underscore BEE1. Zee Underscore BEE1.
Now with that, as I always say, love yourself like you try to love the world. Do something to earn your place in the world this week and just be some dope motherfuckers. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Wow, that was beautiful.